The sea was quiet when Elias Maru set out from the Kenyan coast, his small fishing boat skimming over the early morning waves. A seasoned fisherman with skin weathered by salt and sun, Elias had done this trip hundreds of times. But this day would become the beginning of the longest, loneliest fight for survival he'd ever face. Before we begin, please, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this story with someone who loves real survival tales. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories to life. The wind shifted quickly. What started as a light breeze turned into a moaning gale. Before Elias could turn back, the sky cracked open with thunder, and the sea began to rise. Within hours, his engine failed, his radio went dead, and towering waves began to toss his boat like driftwood. He wasn't sailing anymore. He was surviving. That night, a massive rogue wave slammed into his boat, tearing apart the wooden hull. Elias was thrown into the open sea, clinging to a plastic container that had been part of his fishing gear. No life jacket, no flare, no food, just the endless dark of the Indian Ocean and the scream of the storm. When morning came, the sea had calmed, but Elias was alone. No boat, no land in sight, just sky and water. For 2 days he floated, drinking rainwater from cupped hands and praying for rescue. On the 3rd day, he spotted a piece of debris, part of his old boat. He climbed on, creating a crude raft from the planks and rope. The sun was brutal. It roasted his skin and left his lips cracked and bleeding. At night, the cold bit into his bones. On the 5th day, he caught his first fish using a broken hook tied to a string from his shirt. Raw. Bloody. He ate it with trembling hands, thanking God for a miracle. Days turned into weeks. He marked time by the moon. Sharks circled his raft. He sang old coastal songs to stay sane, sometimes shouting his name into the wind as if the ocean would remember who he was. His body wasted away. His eyes grew sunken. His mind drifted between memory and madness. Once, he saw a cargo ship far on the horizon. He screamed, waved, cried, but they never saw him. The ship vanished, leaving Elias to sink back into despair. But he didn't give up. He collected every scrap that floated by, a plastic bottle, a torn fishing net, an empty oil can, turning trash into tools. He built a makeshift rain catcher. He sharpened a tin lid into a knife. He used fish guts as bait. The sea had taken everything, but Elias fought to reclaim his life one tiny, painful inch at a time. On the 41st day, he was almost dead, barely conscious, skin covered in sores. But then, a sound, a humming engine, a distant boat. Too weak to yell, Elias raised a hand. A white speck grew larger. It was a patrol boat. They saw him. When they pulled him aboard, he was barely alive, delirious, skin burned, starving, but alive. The world would later hear his story, the Kenyan fisherman who survived 41 days alone at sea with nothing but faith, instinct, and an unbreakable will. When asked how he made it, Elias simply said, "The sea took everything, but not my hope." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For more true stories of sea survival and courage, thank you for watching.